Hello everyone, this is Mr. Olsen, and in this video we'll be looking at partial fractions. Alright, so before I begin, I would like that you like and subscribe to this channel. Alright, so when it comes to partial fractions, let me not beat around the bush. All you have to know is how to decompose them. So let's try and learn how to decompose partial fractions. Now, the decomposing of partial fractions is as a result of a grade 12 review. In grade 12, you are taught to express as a single fraction. There was this question that you came across in grade 12. As if I serve in water. Alright, so they'll give you a question saying 2 over x minus 1 plus 4 over 2x plus 3. To express a single fraction, all you had to do is look for the common denominator, which was x minus 1, and 2x plus 3. And then 2 had to multiply 2x plus 3, then plus 4 multiplying x minus 1. The denominator never changed. You maintain the denominator of x minus 1 to x plus 3. Then these two folded up by expanding these values. 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times 3, that is 6. 4 also forward these other parentheses. 4 times x, that is 4x. 4 times minus 1, that's minus 4. After that, you collect the like terms, and you end up having 4x plus 4x plus 6 minus 4. Maintain the denominator of x minus 1 to x plus 3. 4x plus 4x, that's 8x. 6 minus 2, 6 minus 4, sorry, that is 2. And that's your answer. So when it comes to partial fractions, when it comes to partial fraction decomposition, this would be your question, and they'll say decompose it. So how do you decompose this? Since you're having 8x plus 2 over x minus 1 into x plus what? 3. This is called a linear factor decomposition. Now, how do you know it's linear factor decomposition? It is easy. When it comes to partial fractions, these are the hints. You only focus on the denominator. The denominator is your guide. If you focus on the denominator, you'll be home and dry. So if you look at the denominator, it is having factors that are of the form x minus 1 and 2x plus 3. Now, what is the highest degree in all these factors? The highest degree is what? 1, isn't it? The highest degree is what? 1. So n represents my degree 1. And if you have a degree of your term, which is the x term having 1, it means that this is what? Linear. Okay? That's a linear factor. So for every linear factor form, suppose you have let's say something, because our interest is the denominator, over, let's say, x plus, let me just give you a random number, plus or minus 1, could be 10, could be any number. Then let's say 2x plus or minus 7, could be anything, x minus 7, and so on and so forth. When it comes to this, how it decomposes that, we'll say a over the first factor, which is x plus or minus 1, then plus b over the second one, 2x plus or minus 7, plus c over x minus 7, and so on and so forth, depending on the number of factors you have at the bottom. If I had another one, I would say plus d, then over the same factor that I'll have. Is it clear? All right. So with this in mind, we can then try and fix this. So now, from what we're having 8x plus 2 over x minus 1, then 2x plus 3. So we need to decompose this. Decomposing this, remember, this is the form in which we decompose. So we're having two factors. So I'll say a over the first factor, which is linear, x minus 1, okay, plus b over the second factor, which is 2x plus what? 3. After I have that, I can now fix it. So upon you doing this, expressing it in this form, all you have to do is now multiply the top and bottom by the what? Main denominator. So having this over x minus 1 plus b over 2x plus 3. So multiply everything by x minus 1 and 2x plus 3. Now, if you multiply everything, you will have this expression. You have 8x plus 2 in brackets times x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. All of this will be over x minus 1, 2x plus 3 is equal to a multiplying x minus 1 to x plus 3 over x minus 1 this side plus b times x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. All of this is over 2x plus 3. Now, once you do this, all you have to do is to simplify. This cancels with that, this with that. And I end up having 8x plus what? 2 is equivalent to, this cancels with that, a times 2x plus 3 plus this cancels with that, b times x minus what? 1. Once you have this, all you have to do is to get the factors that you have on your right hand side. So get the factors from the right hand side. I'm having the first factor, 2x plus 3. And the second factor is what? X minus 1. These are the factors we're focusing on. Then solve for x in each case. So once you solve for x, all you have to do then is plug. So the first one will be 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So I have 2x is equal to minus 3 over 2 over 2. Value of x is equal to negative 3 over 2. I plug this value of x in my expression. So 8 times negative 3 over 2 plus 2. Because it's this being picked and substituted there is equal to a times 2 times negative 3 over 2 plus 3 plus b times negative 3 over 2 minus 1. Alright, if you see this, you can simply pour it out and answer it in a very simple way. So you would then just say 8 times 3, which will give you negative 24 over 2 plus 2 is equal to a times 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 over 2 plus 3. Then plus b. B is in an expression of fraction form, so we can just do it by the side and say what is negative 3 over 2 minus 1 over 1. Common denominator here will be 2. Then 2 into 2, that's 1 times negative 3, give you negative 3. 1 into 2, that's 2 times 1, it is negative 2. So you have negative 5 over what? 2. Wonderful. So b will be multiplied by negative 5 over what? 2. As simple as that, because this is mostly how you do it. In a very simple manner. So once you have this, you know that 2 can go into 24, and 2 into 24, that will give you negative 12 plus 2 is equal to 2 into that will give you negative 3, isn't it? Negative 3 plus 3 will give you a 0 plus b times that. So let's just write b. If we say b multiplied by negative 5, you have negative 5 what? B over 2. Now negative 12 plus 2 is simply negative 10 is equal to 8 times 0, that's going to be a 0. So I'll end up having a negative 5 at b over what? 2. Most of you are not really familiar with writing like this, so I can also flip it and just have negative 5b over what? 2 is equal to negative 10. So I can solve this by dividing both. So I can introduce, a 1 this side, then I cross multiply. So 1 will multiply negative 5b, and this is equal to 2 multiplying negative 10. 1 times negative 5b will be negative 5b is equal to 2 times negative 10, that's negative 20. Then I'm interested in b and not in 5b, so I divide both sides by negative 5, giving this side negative 5. And b will be equivalent to how many times 5 can go into what? 20. So negatives cancel out, so my answer will be what? 4, and that will be the value of what? B. But now, since I have the value of b, remember what we first had, where this factor here, which we have used. Now I have to use x minus 1. So now, what if we have x minus 1? It's equal to 0, so for x. So x will be equal to what? 1. Let's plug the value of x in the expression we had. The expression was 8 x plus 2 is equal to a, then open brackets 2x plus what? 3 plus b, open brackets x minus what? 1. Like that. That was the expression. Now, what happens if x is equal to what? 1. Let's put 1 wherever there's x. So 8, 1 plus 2, a, 2 times 1 plus 3 plus b, 1 minus 1. So 8 times 1, that is 8, plus 2 is equal to a, 2 times 1, that is 2, plus what? 3, then plus b, 1 minus 1, that's a 0. Now 8 plus 2 is 10, is equal to a, 2 plus 3, that's a 5, then you get a 0 that side. So basically, you're having something like 10 is equal to what? 5a. Now this is someone writing as 5a is equal to 10. All you have to do is divide both sides by 5, since you want to find a. And a will be equal to 5 into 10, that is 2. Now, remember, your decomposition was in the form of a over 2x. What is it? A over 2x. Let's just try and confirm. The decomposition was a over x, this one here. A over x minus 1. Alright, so that's your decomposition right there. So that's our decomposition. So it wasn't really that, it was really x minus 1, then plus b over 2x plus what? 3. Now that you know the values of a and b, you can just plug. The value of a is what? 2 over what? X minus 1 plus the value of b is 4 over 2x plus 3. So now that's how you go about it. This will be your final answer. This is literally the same as the question that I gave you earlier on, where we had to find the decomposition of a factor. We had to express it as a single fraction, if you can recall. It's quite the same. This is the same as this here. So the moment you understand this procedure, then you have understood partial fractions. So this is basically what you have to know about partial fractions, and this is decomposing of a linear factor. All right, so maybe I should give you a question to try. Yeah, I think that would be way better than just watching videos. Okay, let me try and give you one. All right, so it's a trial. The trial is 5x minus 3 over x squared minus 3x minus 4. All right, so you can pause the video and attempt to do this question. All right, let's solve it together now. So remember, the key is the denominator. So let's attack the denominator. So having x squared minus 3x minus 4. Let's try and factorize this using the sum, the product method. Sum is negative 3, product is negative 4. What two numbers? It's 1 and what? Negative 4. So remember, I told you if the leading term is having the coefficient of 1, you can just get them as they are. X plus 1, then x minus what? 4. Which now implies that now you're factorized, and now you're having 5x minus 3 over x plus 1, and x minus what? 4. Like that. Then from here, basic knowledge, you decompose. This will be equal to a over 2 x plus 1 plus b over 2 x minus 4, like that. Then what do you do next? Yes, correct. You multiply everything by the denominator that you have. So we say times x plus 1 and x minus what? 4. This will give you a format of, because if this multiplies that, if this multiplies that, the bottom will cancel out, and you only have 5x minus 3 is equal to, if this multiplies with this, you only have, you only end up having a times x minus what? 4, plus if this multiplies with this, we know that this is going to cancel with that, so you have b times x plus what? 1. From there, get the factors on the right hand side. Remember, right hand side. Then solve for x. Here x will equal to what? 4. Once you have that, you can just plug the value of x in your expressions. So you have 5 times 4 minus 3. And this is equal to a times 4 minus 4 plus b times 4. Sorry, b, where is x, I put 4 plus 1. So 5 times 4, that's 20, minus 3 is equal to, this will give you a 0, plus b times 5. So if you do the math, here, do a 20 minus 3, you end up having a 17 is equal to 5b. So 5b is equal to what? 17. Divide both sides by 5, and the value of b is equal to 17 over what? 5. Once you get the value of b, we have to do now is solve for the other x. X plus 1 is equal to 0. So you have x is equal to what? Negative 1. Plug it. 5 times negative 1 minus 3 is equal to a times negative 1 minus 4. Okay, on b, you know, if I get this and plug it here, I end up getting a 0. So no need of me doing it. So you should get negative 5 minus 3 is equal to a negative 1 minus 4, that's a negative 5. So negative 5 minus 3, that's negative 8, is equal to negative 5a. So negative 5a is equal to negative 8. And you're now having a to be equivalent to, negatives cancel out. So you have 8 over 5. Remember, decomposition is this. So where there's a, I will put 8 over 5. So remember, if I have this n plus b over x minus 4, I can also write it as a times 1 over what? X plus 1 plus b times 1 over x minus what? 4. You are allowed to do this. Mathematically, you are allowed. So if I pick this part here, the value of a is 8 over 5 times 1 over x plus 1, then times, plus, sorry, b is 17 over 5 times 1 over x minus 4. So I can follow it out from here if I want. So the multiplication is direct, so just do it direct. 8 times 1 is 8 over 5 open brackets x plus 1, plus you do it direct there. 17 times 1, that's 17 over 5 times x minus 4. Your answer can end here, or you can eliminate the 5 at the bottom. So you can say 8 over 5 x plus 1 plus 17 over 5 x minus 4. And just multiply everything by what? 5 over 1. And I'll have 5 times 8 over 5, x plus 1, plus 17 times 5 over 5, x minus 4. And then in this case, the 5 cancels out the 5, and I end up having 8 over x plus 1 plus 5 cancels the 5, 17 over x minus 4. And that will be your final decomposition. Quite simple and straightforward, isn't it? Very simple, right? Yes. So, since you're my class, let me give you a task now. Let me give you one task. Decompose this. 6x minus 22 over 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. Still, we'll be having this x minus 7, so plus 7 over x minus 1, x plus 1, 2x minus 7. Alright, my name is Mr. Hussein. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have queries or you want any information about this, kindly contact me on WhatsApp. There's a number that I've put in my description below. Alright. Thank you.